Yo, what's going on, folks? What is the most evergreen content you can possibly make for a website? Answer. There's two. History, that's not changing, and mathematics, also not changing. There is no patch that's coming to real world that's going to update 5 plus 5. Assuming base 10, blah, 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 blah. 5 plus 5 will always equal 10. That is the most evergreen piece of content you can create. How do you do that? By making a calculator. I'm a proponent of creating calculators for niche websites. Okay, if you're, it doesn't matter what your niche is. Okay, make a calculator. Just make a calculator. All right, I get 25,000 visitors per month to my niche website, case study site, whatever, that are looking to calculate a number they input times 0.5. That's the calculator. And people don't want to do that or know how to do that or whatever the case is. They come in, they do their little calculation, and they go on and sign up, and I get paid thousands of dollars per month from these people that don't want to calculate number times 0.5. So I swear, like there is no niche that does not, unless you're strictly a product focused website, in which case you could probably figure out a different way to create a calculator for it. I'm talking in the few things I've looked up. I had this whole like presentation planned and screenshots and going into Ahrefs and showcasing, ideas and examples. I'm like, you know what? No, we're gonna do a short, sweet talking head. You're gonna have to do some research on your own. Can't give away everything, but the few examples, I was like, oh, pets. Okay, pets. Dog calculator. Go into SEMrush Ahrefs, dog calculator, cat, and then the word calculator. And you will have all kinds of stupid fucking examples. How old is my dog in human years? Calculator. I know it. You know it. You take the dog's age, multiply it by 7. That's how old it is in human years. That whole thing. People don't want to do that. It's easier to just search it. Go to the first site. 12. Oh, the dog is 84 years old. Or I think that's math. Boom. That's it. That's the cover. I typed in what was another? Let's see. Energy drink. Not a lot of search on it, but it's like caffeine calculator, caffeine crash calculator. What else? One of the questions, or at least for the pets, was like, oh, how much Benadryl can I give my dog calculator? Really simple. You figure out what the formula is for Benadryl to the dog's weight, and you program them to account. It's got to be, it's probably grams to pounds converter, 1.35 grams per pound of body weight, blah, 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 blah. Boom. It's you cannot be too complicated. The hardest part about doing this is figuring out the logic of a plugin. I use the CFF calculated forms fields forms a plugin, the free version. If all you want to do is create a very basic calculator for people to just put the numbers in, it spits it out. Boom, free plugin. You can have a whole site that's just using that one plugin. Yeah, it's almost kind of silly how simple this is and how many actual people are looking this stuff up. Like, really. I typed in fantasy calculator, you get fantasy football stuff. There's dice rolling calculators. There's simulating dice rolls. I wish I was doing this live so I could just think of another example. Soap. I don't know if there's a soap calculator out there. I'm guessing, or people look. Lye soap calculator. Lye calculator for soap. Brambleberry soap calculator. Melt and pour soap calculator. Fragrance calculator for soap. These are things that people are looking for. Soap essential oil calculator, right? They're coming on. They're going, how much essential oil do I need for my soap that I'm making, and then afterwards you have either create a bunch and display at it, or you have an affiliate product, or you have your own product. If you have a place that's selling essential oils, make a calculator for it, so when people come on and they're looking for the answer to how much essential oil do I need for my soap, you just put in there, you need 4 ounces. I don't know if that's a lot. I think that is a lot for essential oils. You need 1 ounce. We sell 1 ounce vials for whatever, $10. Boom. It's so easy. And again, just like history, it's not changing. The calculation required for the amount of essential oil for soap is going to maintain some amount of consistency over the next 50 years. We're talking true evergreen math. It ain't changing. Like I said, there's not like some real life patch coming that's like, oh hey, we fucked up. 4 plus 4 is now equal to 7. Okay, 8 was just too much. We made some adjustments. We wanted to nerf math, or nerf the number 4. It's now equal to 3.5. That's not happening ever. Period. So what I'm doing, actually, I've registered a brand new domain. All about calculators. The whole site is just going to be calculators. And right now, I have this book. Hopefully it's not backwards. Marketing metrics from these motherfuckers right here. I've had this book for a decade and some change. And all it is, it's not a fun read. It's not a, business book, Gary Vee or Alex Hormozy business book. It is reference book. It is, penetration share is this. Why would people need to know about penetration share? Boom. What's here? Sales goals calculator. I know they have like some real. None of these are actually complicated either. Supply chain metrics, out of stock percentage. Outlets where brand or product is listed but unavailable, all over the total outlets where brand or product is listed. All right. It's 2 numbers, one divided by another, but some people just might not know that. They might not have that memorized. So they're looking up, what is the what is calculator to predict year-on-year growth or customer lifetime value, whatever. Boom. All I'm doing is I'm taking these, I'm turning them into interactive plugins, or not interactive calculators on my site, and having a little bit of text about, what each metric means and why you want to include it, or why it's important to know this and how to improve that specific metric, Salesforce tracking pipeline. Oh, that's not good. Commodity volume distribution percentage. All right. Basically just, again, going through the list online from front to back, recreating all this online, writing up something about it as I learn more, reading through this. And, at the end of it, I can just, many ways to monetize, right? I can sit there and just throw some display ads up, boom. Probably going to get a pretty decent RPM because it's, they're going to be marketing and business professionals and sales professionals that are looking to, analyze their data. I could sit there and find some dashboard affiliate stuff, or like some dashboard or analytics company that's not, not Google Analytics or anything like that, but like, hey, here's your business numbers, here's your QuickBooks, here's the analysis as far as predictions and calculating all this stuff out. If I just find some company that does this, I can sit there and sell something as I learn all these metrics and all this stuff. Hey, here's the most important. Well, here's a book on the most important metrics, blah, blah, blah. Or if because I really like this calculator stuff, is really kind of fun, figuring out the logic behind it and the functions and putting it in and learning more about the software and all this stuff. Or I just go, hey, I make quizzes or not quizzes, but calculators for people. If you need a calculator made for your business, hit me up and I'll make you a calculator. And, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than percentage over divided by percentage. But it'd be like, hey, I know how to do all this stuff and I know how to do the function stuff, and yeah, it's gonna cost you, but I can make it for you. Just do something like that. Anyway, make a fucking calculator for your site. I promise you, it's gonna go well.